What's up guys, English Dan back with another video. If it's your first time on the channel and you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and if you can do me another solid, hit that like button. Makes a big difference to my channel going forward. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subs as soon as I can. We're right close to hitting 7,000. With your help we can do it. Anyway, here's a new video. Alright, welcome back guys. So yeah, as you may have noticed, that was a Bose box. This is the Bose QuietComfort 45, the new version of the Bose QuietComfort headphones. A lot of similarity with these, but that's not a bad thing because they've been very good in the past. And spoiler alert, they're still very good in the future. So let's talk about these. I'll play the unboxing. I'm not going to describe what's in the box. I'm just going to play the unboxing so you can see yourself, and I'll talk about the actual headphones. So when I say these are similar, I mean they're very similar. Aesthetically, they are pretty much the same to the QC35-2. Difference being the Bose symbol on the side is no longer raised, it's just stamped onto the ear, and they've got a USB-C charging port. Thank you for using USB-C, Bose, unlike you didn't do in your speaker that cost $200. But yeah, when it comes to aesthetics, yeah, they're pretty much exactly the same as the QC35-2, and that's a good thing. Why is that a good thing? They're extremely well made, very nice texture to them. They are plastic, don't get me wrong, but they don't feel like cheap plastic. Bose never do. They don't. Sony have this thing of if they do something lower cost, not that these are lower cost, but they use different plastics, and some of them feel like they just came out of a Kinder Egg. It's just like the cheapest plastic in the world. Well, Bose don't do that, so Bose have really kept the same build quality as you had on the QC35-2. So yeah, very well made. They swivel, they fold. So these aren't a follow-up to the 700. These are a different product to the 700. The 700 didn't fold or anything like that. They weren't as easy to travel with as these. They come in this nice case. They fold up in this nice case. Obviously, you get the cable and everything in there. The actual ear cups themselves have got a real nice cushioning on there, and the headband on the top has also got some real nice cushioning. It's very similar to what it was on the QC35-2. You do have the Bluetooth pairing button on the ear cup, and then you've got your push button controls on there. So no fancy tech in these, no swipe or anything like that you get on the XM4s from Sony. These are very much a functional headset. By saying that, everything's press, click, clunk, it's button operated. They've not gone for the touch controls and things like that, which some people will be happy with. I don't mind it because I know when I touch whatever button, I know exactly what I'm doing. Sometimes when I can swipe, I can accidentally catch the earphones and do the wrong gesture, and that can be quite annoying. With the QC35-2 and the 45, it doesn't happen. 45 just doesn't happen at all. You know what you press it when you press it. So yeah. So what's different on the QC45-2? Well, one, you get longer battery life. So the battery life this time does go up to like 24 hours. So the last ones were like 20, so you've got an extra 4 hours. I have not maxed these out yet. So battery life hasn't been an issue for me. I know it's not a massive bump, and I know it's still behind some of the other competitors out there, but it's still got decent battery life for me. Other thing that's improved is the active noise cancellation and the transparency mode. Active noise cancellation on here is right up there with the Sony XM4s, and they are extremely good. And they are on this as well. The ANC just blocks out all kinds of things. It's a very, very high-end ANC. Will block out the low hum if you're on an airplane. Will probably block out most of the chatter and noise you can hear on a bus or something like that, or a train. ANC on these is spot on. It's really good. Same with transparency mode, and they've done a really good job with transparency mode. It does not deteriorate the sound that you get in from the QC45s, and it does let in voices and things like that. So very, very good. Very impressed when it comes to transparency and ANC. Much improved. Another thing about these, and it's still, we're talking about similarities still, the QC35-2 were best in class when it comes to being comfortable, wearing these things, lightweight, things like that. These are very slightly heavier than the QC35-2, but you don't really notice. They're still feather light. They're still extremely comfy. They have like the perfect amount of clamping force. The cups just rest on your ears like pillows. They are the most comfortable headphones you will ever wear. I don't care what anyone says to me, Bose nail it with the QCs. That's why they're called comfort. They are the most comfortable cans you will ever wear. I also didn't find myself getting really hot with the pads or anything when I've been using them for a couple of hours. And I also didn't get any fatigue in my ears from the ANC being on either. So Bose, when it comes to comfortable headphones, they're untouchable. Just untouchable. These are the most comfortable headphones you're going to wear. They also have the app. The app on this is kind of basic. It lets you select whether you want ANC or transparency. Not a whole lot more really. As you can see, the app's up there and you can see what's going on. But it's a basic app, but it does its job and it does what it's meant to do. Let's talk about sound quality. This may put some of you off, especially if you have the QC35-2. They sound almost identical, if not identical. I broke out my 35-2s and I've tried them with each other. Take one off, put one on. There's no difference in the sound, which isn't a bad thing, because if it ain't broke, why fix it? The sound quality that comes out of the 35s is the same as the 45, and it's really clear, highly detailed, just sounds really nice. Bose have this nice smooth sound when it comes through into their headphones. Plenty of mids and highs and not too much low end. I will say this, if you're looking for something that's really bass forward and bass heavy, these might not be for you, but if you're looking for something with detailed sound that's a little bit more relaxed on the low end but still can be fun, then the sound quality on these is good. Voices come through nice and clear, instruments come through nice and clear, and like I say, there is that low end and it's smooth and it will come through. It's just not gonna break your face while you're listening to it, let's say. And I know a lot of people like the bass to be recessed, not quite as forward as what it is in a lot of other headphones, and Bose certainly do cater to that crowd. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of similarities between these and the QC35. What do I think are the negatives on these? Well, one, they sound exactly the same. They've not upgraded the sound, like I just mentioned. It's the same. Can be disappointing. Is it worth upgrading because of that if sound's the most important thing to you, which I think it should be. Battery life isn't the best. It is improved, but it's not quite as good as the competition, who are offering 30 hours plus. But still, it's there, it's improved. 24 hours is a long time. There's no doubt about it. Another thing I dislike is when you pull the headphones off, they don't know that you've pulled the headphones off, so the music carries on playing. They don't auto stop and auto start when you put them back on. Again, might not be a problem to some people, but a lot of headphones have that function now, and earbuds, and I'm used to it, and I find it annoying when I take my headphones off and the music's still playing on the table. I really think at this price point that's something Bose should be incorporating into there, especially as a feature in the app so you can choose to turn that on or off, you know. I find that very disappointing. Another thing I find disappointing is the USB-C is only for charging, and you can't use them while it's charging. Annoying, right? Why can't you use the USB-C cable to also listen to the music for higher fidelity? You just can't. There's no audio comes through with that. It literally is just for charging, which I think is a wasted opportunity. I really do. And the fact that you can't use them while they're charging is irritating. They do have fast charge, however, though, so you don't have to worry that if they are dead flat, few minutes on the charger, done. You're going to get a couple of hours out of them, so no problem there. The big negative for me is, yes, they've improved the ANC and they've improved the transparency, but you can't turn them both off. You've got to have either ANC on or transparency on. You can't have them both off, which I don't understand. I just don't get that. Why not have an option to turn them both off? Maybe it's something they can do in a firmware update, maybe, but I don't think they're going to, because it's set out that way in the app, and I just think that's a really strange option to go with. Without ANC on or transparency on, you'll get better battery life. So why they don't give people that option? It just seems that they've removed a very basic option that I feel should be on every set of headphones that have transparency and ANC. You should have the choice of turning them off. Sadly, you don't. Overall, I really like the QC45s. I know I just had the negatives at the end there, and they are valid negatives, they really are. But the actual sound quality on these things, if you've not got the QC35, or these are going to be your first pair of QuietComforts, you're actually going to enjoy them as long as you don't want something that's too bass heavy. If you like something that does have a little bit more sat back bass but has real good sound quality coming through the mids and the highs, you're really going to like the Bose QC45. You're also going to love the comfort. I've said it before and I'll say it again, these are the most comfortable headphones you will ever wear, hands down. They're so lightweight and they don't have any pressure, and the ear cups, and they just feel like pillows on your head. They're so comfortable. So yeah, I do recommend these. They are set out for a certain subset of customer, let's say. If you like stuff that is bass heavy, yes, you will still get bass out of these, like I was saying before, but it's not going to be that face shaking bass. It's just going to be a smooth bass, and it is a good sound. But like I say, don't expect the rumblings of like the Sonys, the XM4s. They can be really bass forward. These offer a very much more balanced sound, and I quite like it. It makes a change going forward. So yeah, I do recommend them. Oh, and they're $20 cheaper than what the last set were. And they've also undercut Sony. So these are $329. So you're actually getting more for less, which you can't go wrong with. So yeah, if you're looking for a good set of headphones with really good ANC, really good transparency mode, decent battery life, super comfortable, and good sound quality, then you're not going to go wrong with the QC45. All right, guys, I'll catch you in my next one. Laters.